Hi folks, and welcome back this week to my cooking channel called Cooking with Mary Sue. Before we begin, please hit that like and subscribe. That would make me so happy. Now this week, we're going to do a recipe that's a little more involved than we've been doing. I am going to put together a shepherd's pie for you. It's been a long time since I've done a shepherd's pie. In fact, shepherd's pie, that recipe kind of dates back all the way to the 1800s, back in England. Back in those days, they used to make them with mutton or lamb. But through the years, they started using any type of meat in the pie. Beef, pork, chicken, didn't matter, any type of meat. And they would often mix in vegetables with the meat, like peas, corn, carrots. Also back in those days, when they made shepherd's pie, they would actually put the mashed potatoes on the bottom of the pan, and on the sides, and on the top. But through the years, people just stopped doing that. Most of them, mostly nowadays, they just put the mashed potatoes on top, which is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do a little twist on mine. This is going to be a Tex-Mex shepherd's pie. And I'm going to do something totally different, but I'm going to put a pie crust on the bottom of this one. After all, it is called pie. And I like any excuse at all to eat some pie, some crust. I love crust. I'm going to start out with this crescent dough sheet. I'm just going to lay it in this 9x13 pan. Let me pop it open here. There it goes on this end. I've already pre-made some of my ingredients for this recipe, so the video wouldn't be too long. There. Okay. Drop it out. There it goes. Kind of unroll it. Yep, we're going to unroll it. Here it goes. This crescent dough crust here, it's just big enough for a 9x13 dish. Or you could actually, I have done this before, you could use the roll out pie crust and make it in a pie pan. That works too. But I'm going to use this one instead because this is what I have on hand. There. See? It spreads out just perfect in the 9x13 pan. And like I said, I made some stuff ahead. This is my meat mixture. It's ground beef. I cooked it and browned it, drained it. While it was cooking, I threw in, chopped up half of a red onion, a small one, just a small red onion, diced it up, threw it in there. Normally in my recipes, when I use onion, I like to use either the red onion or the sweet Vidalia. They're not near as hot and tangy as the yellow and the white onion. They also don't make you cry when you cut them, which is a lot easier. Okay, in the meat mixture with the beef and the onion, I mixed in a package of chili mix. 1/3 cup of water, 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, and I mixed in a can of chili beans to give it a chili flavor. And I did not drain the beans because I need that juice. Because your meat has to be a little bit wet. Can't be too dry. Okay. Alright, now we're just going to layer this on top of this. Dump it all out. Spread it around. Okay. Alright. To me, cooking is all about experimenting. I like to try new recipes. I like to change them up a little bit. That's why I decided to make this a Tex-Mex shepherd's pie. Give it a little spice to it. I don't want it too hot, just a little spicy. Okay. Then we're going to spread this around. This smells so good. That chili beans in there and the chili mix. It's just enough to spread around perfect too, 1 pound. Then mix with the beans. Okay, and the onion. Yeah, get all that off of there. We're through with that. Next comes mashed potatoes. Now you know me, I usually make 2 of everything on these recipes so that you can see what it looks like at the end of the video. Well, my first one I made a couple hours ago, I made mashed potatoes from raw potatoes. I just diced them, cooked them on the stove, added salt, pepper, butter. But when I got through with mashing them, I didn't have enough for 2 recipes. So I put those on my first recipe, and then I made another bowl full just by using instant potatoes, which is perfectly fine. Instant potatoes work for a lot of recipes. They're quick and easy. Okay, now I'm going to spread these all over the meat mixture. and put it out in big spoonfuls here. Ooh, I'm going to have a lot here. That's enough. Okay. After you make the potatoes, kind of let them sit a little bit, get a little thick. Okay. Let's even this out here. Okay. Yeah, that's going to work out fine. I made just enough. Wasn't sure if I had made enough or not, but I did. Okay. Don't want any thin spots here. Make sure the meat's all covered up. Alright. There. That's done. Now we're going to top it with cheese. Like usual, cheese goes with everything. Okay. Alright. This is sharp shredded cheddar. One of my favorites. I keep on hand sharp. I like extra sharp, but I can't usually find the extra sharp in a big bag. Okay. I'm going to cover this in cheese. Okay. Not really measuring, and just kind of cover it all. Make sure I got cheese in all the spots here. You can make this meat mixture with ground pork, ground chicken. I guess if you can find it, you can try it with lamb if you wanted to. I don't usually see lamb when I go to the store though. I don't know where you would buy it. Ooh, that looks good and covered. Now, we'll pop this in the oven, let it cook where the dough's got to get done on the bottom. So it's probably going to cook about at least about 40 minutes, then check it. Check it after 30. See if your crust is brown enough. The first time I cooked for about 40 minutes, almost 45 on 350. Okay. And then I took it out about 5 minutes before it was totally done. And around the edges, I sprinkled some breadcrumbs. Just to give it a little crunchy taste when you bite into it. This is going to be delicious tonight. Shepherd's pie. Tex-Mex, the ground beef, the chili flavor, the cheese, the onion. Can't go wrong with that. Okay. Now I'll show you the one that I'm done. Whew. There you go. All nice and crispy looking brown. I got the crunchy breadcrumbs all around the edges here. The cheese is golden brown. The crust is down on the bottom. In fact, let's cut into it. Yep, that does look good. Okay. Oh, that came out nice. Got my layer of meat there, the layer of mashed potatoes, the cheese. The crust is on the bottom, nice and brown. Okay. Well, that's it for another week, folks. I'll think of something new for next week. Y'all have a good time this week. Take care. Stay safe. And I'll see you later. God bless.